Welcome back to Wood Sports Gaming. We're diving headfirst into our NCAA CFB26 dynasty, and things are already heating up. As you know, Coach Woods has taken the reins at Iowa State after Matt Campbell's move to Penn State, and our first challenge was a nail-biter. We traveled all the way to Dublin, Ireland, for a massive matchup against Kansas State. And let me tell you, it was a heartbreaker. We fell by a single point, a tough way to start our journey. But that's the beauty of a dynasty, right? Every game is a new opportunity to learn, adapt, and come back stronger. Now we're back home in Ames, ready to shake off that opening loss and ignite the Cyclone spirit. Our home opener is against the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii, and the energy here is palpable. The question on everyone's mind, can Rocco and our offense find their rhythm this week? We've been working hard in practice, focusing on execution and building that momentum. This is our chance to show what we're truly capable of, to put on a performance for our incredible fans and make Jack Trice Stadium roar. We're ready to fight for every yard and secure that crucial first win of the season. Just a quick note, as we're playing a game, please remember that all game content, including the visuals and gameplay, is owned by EA Sports. We're simply here to share our passion and our dynasty journey with you all. Thank you for joining us for this exciting season. If you're enjoying the ride, consider following along for more dynasty action.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa State's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
I love when defensive backs come up, and they are physical, and they stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming to the DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to around him.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes! Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 15.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the right back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's...
A lot of room to the right. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? This crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Grab behind the line, it's White. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's White. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Just keep slinging it. The sure hands, it's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Pocket breaking down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
They kick it away on fourth down. Now on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, turning
it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pick up. Beck saved his best for last in 2024, 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Beck. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 30. If we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming.
29.
Off play action. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Thanks to grab. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall. Be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they... Touchdown, Iowa State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll do it himself. That's That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sims. I like this taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's when quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a... Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's on target and complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapting. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. These quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. No good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it. This time a little closer. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This defense is playing excellent on this drive here in critical down and distance. 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal. They're able to get sacks and push the offense back, now forcing a field goal try.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. They're trailing by just 4 to Nevada. We've got our eye on this one. What's going on throughout the day? Yes.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This is one of the gambles you take, playing a young quarterback, and this freshman has had his struggles. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind and then look to get something going here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Here we go. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds. Quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This is one of the gambles you take, playing a young quarterback, and this freshman has had his struggles. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind and then look to get something going here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Here we go.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds. Pick up at all on that play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh. Brother, I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Sauer. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to this offense just marching down the field.
And the Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Cyclones! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Under fire. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end there.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long? Back to pass. This time it's complete. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught. It's White. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
How much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Handoff from the gun. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far at Ames. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And
here, the Cyclones will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. To the air, it's Beck. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick completion on the out. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be determined on that.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Snags it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting the touchdown. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 6 over Nevada. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Beck. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love when you understand one over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The run from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for space. It's Hansen. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. The Cyclones had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to scramble. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and scanning the field. It's Beck. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Bring in the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On the set.
And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Come on, set.
Power football with the run. At the 35, he's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Get set.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
He is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
They punted away on 4th down. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the gun, the inside give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
They punted away on 4th down. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the gun, the inside give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Down at 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease, it's Hansen. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Punt is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
winning play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line.
2-9 Philly.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Cricket.
Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll give it to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not.
Scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Rainbow Warriors line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. The 30. At the 20. The 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? On the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking to pass. It's Beck. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Easy. 6-9-1, Gators Spark.
Off the play fake. He wants it all. Off the play fake. He wants it all. Cyclones. And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved? This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama.
Wants to go up top on first down.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's White. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs.
27 jump. Base 27 jump.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you didn't.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time, they'll crank it up from inside the red zone.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
2nd and long.
22 water. 22 water.
Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Davis looking to pass. Steps away. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Iowa State sending the offense back out.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they're good. And they're good. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Davis will throw. Wiggles free. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.